Anchors away. We're gonna do another beer review. Beer, 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 beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, Mate Brewski, for another Brewski review. And today the beer I have for you is by the Anchor Brewing Company out in San Francisco. Yeah, San Francisco. And this is their Anchor Steam beer coming in at, where is it here? 4.8% alcohol by volume and an unknown IBUs. Doesn't tap say 35 IBUs is what on tap says. It's not on the website. Looking at the beer, glass bottle, came in a 6-pack, has Anchor on the front with some, looks to be just leaves and wheat, stuff like that. Kind of neat. Pretty naval, sort of naval-esque design on here on the back. Little stuff with best before date and big barcode. Cool. Let's crack it open, see what we got. Blue bottle cap with an anchor on it too. Real nice. Put that there. Oh, it says something. First brewed 1997. Anchor small beer. Cool. Really nice. It's poured into my Innocent Gun tulip style glass. Woo! There you go. Looks to be a decent little pour. Looking at the beer, it's sort of an amber color. I think it's more of an amber ale. Doesn't say on here actually what kind of beer it is or what style of beer. It just says Anchor Steam beer. Nice. But yeah, sort of an amber, burnt orangey color. Pretty clear, copper, sorry. A little bit of a head on there as well. Let's have a smell, shall we? Slight hoppiness, pretty maltiness, sweet malts. Touch of caramel, a little bit of toffee even. Smells pretty damn good. Let's have a sip. Slightly hoppy. Actually, medium hoppiness. Then with a nice malt backbone to it and some caramel and toffee coming in. Slightly bready finish as well. Not too bad. The hops in there, they sort of have a taste that sort of lingers. A very bitter taste that lingers on your tongue a little bit throughout the sip and then even in the finish. Weird little aftertaste. Not the greatest, but still not too bad of a beer so far. Let's keep drinking, shall we? Cheers, everybody. Goes down pretty smooth. Can't deny that. Could be a bit smoother though. But overall, not too bad of a beer. So far at least. Let's keep we gotta keep drinking. Carbonation's up there actually. Definitely gets you a little bloated if you drink it fast. I can feel it already. Let's take a look on the bottle, see what it has to say. There's a lot of small lettering here, and we're going to start up on the rim. Anchor Steam brand beer is virtually handmade with an exceptional respect for the ancient art of brewing. The deep amber color, the thick creamy head, and the rich flavor all testify to our traditional brewing methods. Today, Anchor is one of the smallest and most traditional breweries in the world. San Francisco's famous Anchor Steam brand beer is unique, for our brewing process has evolved over many decades and is like no other in the world. Anchor Steam beer brand beer derives its unusual name from the 19th century, when steam seems to have been a nickname for beer brewed on the west coast of America under primitive conditions and without ice. The word steam may have referred to the pressure of natural carbonation developed in the beers. Today, the brewing method of those days are a mystery, and for many decades, Anchor alone has used the quaint name Steam in its unique beer. Or for its unique beer, sorry. Interesting sort of backstory there. Product of Anchor Brewing Co., San Francisco, California, USA. Nothing else really there, but they do have a best before date, and it is best before 09/2018. What's 09? Oh, duh. September. Duh. Yeah, so best before September of 2018. So really clearly labeled, brewed on date. Love to see that. Nice description as well. No ingredients listed and no IBUs, which is fine. You know, can't really fault them on that. Well, I guess you can a little bit, but overall, I really like the tradition, the history label that has been written. Moving over to the website now, anchorbrewing.com. When you get here, they look to have a few beers. 3, 6, 9, 10. 10 different beers. But we are focusing on Anchor Steam Beer, because that's what we're reviewing. Deep amber color, distinctive flavor, rich history. It has the same description on the bottle here on the website. Yes, exact same. They have a little video about Anchor Steam. First brewed in 1896, so it is a very old beer. A little over 100 years old. Quite nice. The first modern bottling is in 1971. Alcohol by volume is showing being at 4.9 on the website. This is 4.8. Availability is year-round. The malts are a blend of two-row and caramel malts, and the hops is a northern brewer. So very nice to see that the malts and hops are listed, as well as the first brewed date and the modern bottling date. Quite interesting as well. Finally, moving over to Untappd now. Sorry, I need another sip. Get the flavors going again. Slight citrusy note. A little bit of a pine note in there as well. Really nice, actually. I don't know. It's good, but then that aftertaste comes in. And it lingers, and it gets really bitter and not great. But the first initial sip of the beer is actually quite enjoyable. So yeah, on Untappd here, Anchor Steam Beer. A 3.5 bottle caps out of 5. And that's out of a whopping, just a whopping 186,000 ratings. So definitely a lot of people have drank this beer, a lot of people have rated this beer, and a solid 3.5 is really nothing to frown at going through all of those ratings. With that said, I gotta do mine now, so we're gonna drink this down and get right to that. Cheers on the final sip, everybody. Anchor Steam Beer. It's good for the most part. For the beginning and the middle and then the finish is sort of where it goes down. That lingering weird bitterness to it is definitely a bit of a turnoff, and to get rid of that you gotta drink more, but then you get that aftertaste. I kind of land on this beer at a 6 just because the flavors of just like the bit of hoppiness, a little bit grassy notes, the caramel malts to it, and the nice breadiness in the end really work together. But then that bitterness that comes along right after it's done and just lingers is, not that great. So I'm going to land it on a solid 6 out of 10 for me. Moving over to the presentation now. I actually do like the presentation. It's quite nice. The naval-esque aspect to it looks really well. Looks really well put together. The nice description, even though it is kind of hard to read being really small, is still a very nice addition here on the neck of the bottle, or a very small neck of the bottle. Other than that, beautiful to see that they have a best before date clearly labeled. No IBUs, which is fine. No ingredients, which is I guess fine, but still docking marks off that. But overall, a very nice looking bottle design. Also for the website, I like how they put in the malts and hops that are used, and also the first brewed and the modern bottling dates, which is just a nice little tidbit of information for you. Also, the website looks pretty nice. Yeah, looks pretty nice as well. Some really good pictures of steam beer with an anchor in the background, some wood boarding. Also, like I said, inclusion of a video is a nice bonus sort of content to boot. So with that said, presentation, I think I'm going to give you a solid 7.5 for presentation. Looks really good. Just still, something about it doesn't scream amazing to me. I don't know why. Just how I feel, 7.5 yeah, I can't even speak. 7.5 seems like where I want to put this presentation at. But with all that said, if you have any comments, questions, beers you want to review in the future, you can leave all that information down in the comment box below. If you want to go ahead and give the video a like or subscribe to me, Mate Brewski, that'd be greatly appreciated as well. As for my question of the day, my question of the day to you is, are you a fan of boats? I know some people get seasick, some people just don't want to be on a boat because they're scared it's going to tip and fall over and sink like the Titanic. But me personally, I'm a big fan of boats. I like going out on anything from like sea-doos to speedboats to cruise ships. I love cruise ships. But yeah, are you a big fan of boats? With all that said, that's going to do it for me, Mate Brewski, and like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers.